You're plopped on your couch, scrolling through your phone, and the world is cruising ahead without you. Your buddies are getting hitched, flexing vacation pics, buying cribs. Meanwhile, you're just chillin'. Maybe it's been months, maybe years, since someone really mattered to you, and yet people act like you should've just moved on by now. They look at you and see coldness, laziness, detachment, weirdness. Funny thing is, none of that tells the real story. None of that touches the truth of why you carry what you carry so quietly. Here's the twist: you didn't freeze. You didn't stop giving a damn. You learned the slow, invisible hustle of survival. Grief doesn't have a timeline, and for guys, it often hides in plain sight. You mask it, tuck it under routines, under jokes, under silence, because showing it isn't safe. Not really. Not in the way the world expects. It's what psychologists call emotional inhibition. Sounds fancy, but it's just your brain saying, I will survive, but I won't let anyone see how much it sucks. Remember that time in middle school when you scraped your knee, and the other kids roasted you for crying? You learned fast that being vulnerable could get you torched. Now, that lesson echoes decades later, in heartbreaks and losses that are way bigger than a scraped knee. But here's the uncomfortable truth: sometimes this silence isn't weakness. It's smart. You've built a protective layer, a buffer that lets you keep it together, keep loving in your own way, without losing your mind. You're not heartless, you're clever. You've learned to grieve quietly because the world ain't set up for loud, messy male grief. And maybe, deep down, you kinda dig that quiet control. There's a paradox there: you're both trapped and free, isolated and resilient, busted and unbreakable. It goes deeper than just safety, though. There's identity in this restraint. Part of you defines yourself by how you endure, how you manage the invisible weight without throwing a fit. And that weight, love, loss, regret, longing, doesn't fit neatly into a timeline or a social script. Mortality whispers in it too. You feel it, even if you don't say it, the fleeting nature of people, moments, and yourself. And in that silence, you carry them. Society doesn't always get it. Men are supposed to get over it and bounce. But you know life ain't that simple. Your grief is threaded through your jokes, your grind, your late-night solo vibes. It's part of who you are, a shadow that shapes your choices, your tenderness, your loyalty. And that's cool. It's complicated, messy, human. So, when people judge you as distant or cold, remember, they're not seeing the full picture. They're seeing a surface. But beneath it, there's depth, there's history, there's smarts. There's love that survived in silence. Here's something to sit with. What would happen if you gave yourself permission to honor that grief without judgment, without apology, without explanation? Could you be both yourself and still grieve? It's a chill question, but one worth asking. And maybe, if you're lucky, you might even let yourself grin at the irony of it all, carrying heartbreak with style, like a secret superpower nobody else can touch.